Hey people, how's it going? Welcome to the Funhouse, and we are back again with another reaction of House of the Dragon Season 1, Episode 2. Now in the first episode we were introduced to all the characters, the world building, and it's been pretty decent so far. So in Episode 1 we established the tragedy of the King Viserys, and we had the death of his child and his wife during childbirth, and it just so happened that it was the son that he desired. Then we had the savagery of the gold cloaks, we had Daemon being banished for insulting the king, and then going against tradition we had the king announcing that Rhaenyra would be his heir. And so things escalated real quickly, and I'm interested to see where things go. So we won't waste any more time, let's jump right into it. And if you do get any value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, let's see this intro, if it's as cool as Game of Thrones. Still using the Game of Thrones music, which is really epic, to be honest. It's really epic. Yeah, I suppose it is appropriate for this show because it's the same universe, right? And it's reusable as well. Got all that blood. Blood, it's all built up on blood. Okay, here we go. What the hell is this? Oh. Whoa. Crabs eat people, I didn't know that.
The Stepstones have now grown into a conflagration, yet you sit here and dither about court business.
If you've something to discuss.
Wait a minute, did I miss something?
I want to seize the Stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
The Seven Kingdoms have never entered open war with the Free Cities.
The king's own brother has been allowed to seize Dragonstone and fortify it with an army of his gold cloaks. Daemon has squatted there for over half a year without even a protest from the crown.
I'll caution you, Lord
Whoa. So big time jump.
The Stepstones will be settled. In time.
You have dragon riders, father. Send us. It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
A fine idea, Your Grace.
Oh, the female is being left out of these decisions.
Sir Criston Cole.
You saw combat in the Stormlands.
I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions. Sir Arlen Dondarrion knighted me after we raised 2 of the watchtowers along the Burnway.
I choose Sir Criston Cole.
Let's not be too hasty, Princess.
Okay, what's going on there?
Houses such as Crickle and Mallister are important allies of the crown.
My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat.
Did he say Lannister?
Of course, Princess.
Well, let us plan Sir Criston's investiture then.
So they just tried to give her a little not important job, but she steps up and shows that, you know, she knows, she proves herself.
It is truly wondrous what you've built.
Oh, no. I only pore over the histories and provide the plans. The stonemasons built the structures. The glory of old Valyria will never be seen again. 7 hills.
Whoa, that's a nice shot. Wow. Okay, so she's working her charms.
You do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you?
Well, you might not tell Rhaenyra, but you're telling her father. You're telling your dad.
He chose you for his heir.
He didn't choose me, he spurned Daemon.
Wow, look at this scene, man. That's crazy. It's so. How did they get all the candles to go in the inward direction like that?
What do I say? Whatever you wish. It's only for you and the gods to know.
So this is crazy because she's learning the secrets of the father and the daughter. So she knows the inner thoughts and desires of the 2 most important people in the kingdom right now. I actually think she's gonna become quite dangerous because she knows both of them.
Might I speak plainly, Your Grace?
I always welcome the unfettered thoughts of my council.
I fear that the eyes of our enemies are presently fixed on the Red Keep. The Queen has passed. A girl has been named heir to the Iron Throne, the first in its history. The King's brother, so disinherited, has claimed the Targaryen seat on Dragonstone without challenge. And now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
You paint such an aspirant portrait of my reign, or Corlys.
Yeah, you got problems. You got problems, bro.
At the moment, the crown is perceived as being vulnerable.
To elude a storm, you can either sail into it or around it, but you must never await its coming.
Interesting. Bars.
Join our families. Wed our daughter Laena. Unite the two great surviving Velaryon houses.
What? She's like 10.
I haven't given marriage much thought.
The realm expects you to take a new wife sooner or later, Grace. To strengthen your line and produce more heirs. You could not ask for a stronger match than Laena.
Well, maybe this character I haven't seen yet, because I'm sure their daughter was like, at the jousting match, she was young. So maybe this is a character I haven't seen yet. Has to be. Ugh. Yeah, that's how they did it back in the day, man.
This is our best chance to save the digit, Your Grace. The maggots will remove the dead flesh and hopefully stop the advance of the rot. A match with their daughter would go a long way towards sealing the breach. And uniting the two great Valyrian houses would certainly signal unity throughout the realm and beyond.
I mean, this is how they did it. I mean, the marriage is symbolic in some cases. In other cases, you know, that's what's most important, the alliance.
My own lady wife. The pain of her passing still haunts me. And to be compelled to replace her for duty's sake. You are the king, but I do not envy you.
This guy is Jafar, man. That guy is Jafar. He's whispering in his ear, but he's got his own agenda. They always do, those viceroy types. And I'm pretty sure he said that's his niece.
Do you know where Vhagar is now?
The Dragon Keepers believe she made home somewhere on the coast of the Narrow Sea. I imagine even dragons get lonely.
Your Grace, it would be a great honor to join our houses, as they were in Old Valyria.
Is that what your father told you to say? What did your mother tell you?
Game of Thrones, man. Game of Thrones.
Whether it's to my daughter or to someone else's, your father will remarry. His new wife will produce new heirs, and chances are better than not that one of those will be male. And when that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you.
When I am queen, I will create a new order.
Here is the hard truth, which no one else has the heart to tell you. Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne.
Well.
And your father is no fool.
We saw what happened with Cersei.
Lord Corlys Velaryon has offered the hand of his daughter, the Lady Laena.
A very strong match, Your Grace.
So see, this is deep, bro, because this guy sent his daughter to get close to him, and he is getting closer to her. And he's king, so he can choose whoever he wants. So if he marries this one, then the Viceroy guy gains more power, because his alliance is now with the king.
I asked the stonemasons to mend it.
See, acts like this.
This is
She's got him, bro.
very kind.
See, that's the move.
Skorkidosa zedris dromon tomepsa uliroti rilaudix.
Daridoros Daemon sikiasida seglivzeus.
Daemon.
Right, so I was wondering when he was going to come back.
The prince has invited you to his wedding, Your Grace.
God's been good.
Scorio dromon Daemon leitas.
Dromon hidrotso iles Daridoros.
Dreamfire.
I will go to Dragonstone and drag Daemon back to face justice
Your
myself.
Grace. My apologies, Your Grace, but I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
Let me go to Dragonstone.
You know, your first officer should be on the away mission. He pulled a Riker right there. Wow, man, this is a beautiful show. I really love the landscapes. I mean, I know this one is kind of dark and gloomy, but it's still beautiful though. It's very pleasing to look at. Very artistic. It's just, look at that. The atmosphere and the fog. It's just telling a story, you know? Look at that. That's just pure fantasy. Wow, look at that. Is that 2 sons?
You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your whore, and leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserys.
Where is the king?
His Grace would never lower himself to entertain such a mummer's farce.
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Crispin Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Oh.
I'm simply keeping with the traditions of my house, the same as my brother did for his heir.
Those traditions are for the true-born children of royalty, not for bastards fathered on a common whore.
Don't hold back, bro. Don't hold back at all. Dang.
To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
This guy is just laying it down. Oh, he's got a dragon. He's got a dragon. How did he get that?
All of you, sheathe the fucking steel.
Good line, good line. What? He's got another one. Oh, okay. She defied orders.
Siculant.
Oh, she barren.
If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me and be done with all this bother.
He thought about it. He's thinking about it, but he won't. He thought about it though. See, she's got some pull, man. She's got some clout. Yeah, she's got some skills. It's pretty obvious. You have dragons. So if you have dragons, who's gonna try and take you on? They might try, but that's a big risk. But she defied the king though. So maybe she's gonna get in some trouble.
You announced that we were to be wed? And that I was with child. Your child. I ensured long ago that I would never be threatened by childbirth.
Good.
Okay, so he was bluffing.
I have been sold as property more times than I care to count.
Why does she sound dubbed?
I didn't come into your service wanting gold. The power. I came to you to be liberated.
From what?
Fear.
Yeah, the king is being played by the Hand's daughter, man. She is working her way in.
I have come looking for an unencumbered opinion.
That's all I would ever give, Your Grace.
He's gonna ask to marry his daughter.
I never asked to remarry.
As king, you have a claim on all things.
Sorry, I thought that was the Viceroy, but it's not. I think he's considering marrying the Viceroy's or the Hand's daughter.
The Sea Snake has made a calculated reach, fair play for a man of his position. If you truly want my unencumbered opinion...
I do.
You should wed Laena Velaryon, Your Grace. Sate Lord Corlys and fix him at your side.
But who is this guy? I don't think I've ever seen him in a scene. Yeah, because he seems to trust this guy more than his own counsel, so that's interesting.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed.
A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Sir Otto, I gotta remember that.
Your mother's absence is a wound that will never heal.
It pleases me to hear you say this. The king must take a new wife.
I could never replace your mother. But you are my only heir. And our line is vulnerable. And by marrying again, I may begin to ensure that we are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us. I do not wish to make us estranged.
You are the king, and so your first duty is to the realm.
Okay, so it looks like it's gonna happen. He's gonna actually go through marrying his niece.
I have decided to take a new wife. I intend to marry the Lady Alicent Hightower.
Ah, I was right. I was right.
My house is Velaryon, the greatest power in the realm.
And I am your king.
I was right. She cinched it. Viceroy, the Viceroy. Viceroy did it, man. So see?
Rhaenyra.
Her best friend is her mother. Yeah, this is gonna be nasty. This is gonna get ugly. What the hell is that?
For centuries, my house had to scratch out an existence from the sea with grit. Unlike every other lord of the realm, I can say that I built my house's high seat with the strength of mine own back. I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh! Of course.
You've heard of the troubles in the Stepstones. I've been petitioning the king to send my navy into the territory. But he's denied me.
It was never my brother's strongest trait.
What?
Being king.
Wow. Not even like show of force, but being king. Oh my god.
If those shipping lanes fall, my house will be crippled. I will not have Driftmark beggared while our king idles himself with feasts and balls and tourneys.
I will speak of my brother as I wish.
Yeah, you don't get to.
You will not.
Careful, careful.
We are the realm's second sons, Daemon. Our worth is not given. It must be made.
Ah, the fire next to his face there. So it looks like these are the, what's the word? It's another version of the, what are they called? Those ghouls from Game of Thrones. What are they called again? I've forgotten what they're called. But yeah, that was a good episode. That definitely took things up a notch. So there's a progression with this episode. So yeah, but I think it's gonna get real nasty, man. Okay people, and that was episode 2 of season 1 of House of the Dragon. Things escalated very quickly in this episode, so we had some big events that happened. So we had the proposal of Rhaenys and Corlys Velaryon that the king should marry their daughter, which is kind of inappropriate, but it's seen as the best and most powerful move. So we had the standoff of the dragons between Daemon and Rhaenyra, with Sir Otto caught in the middle. That was a cool scene, some really nice shots, very atmospheric, very fantasy. That was a very fantasy moment for the show, and I appreciated the tension that was there. Then we had the big twist of Viserys choosing to marry the Lady Alicent and going against the advice of his council and going against general expectations. Then we had Daemon and Corlys forming an alliance behind the king's back to retake the Stepstones from the Crab King, which the Crab King and his minions remind me of the White Walkers in Game of Thrones. So I'm thinking to myself, will they be an ongoing threat throughout the show? We'll see. And I also noticed how they put in the whole thing about women not being in positions of power. The trouble with that is it's not just about the power, because there's responsibilities that come with power. So for example, people look at a CEO and they see the luxury, they see the nice clothes, they see the luxury apartment, they see spending time on the golf course, Because in this society, we look at outcomes. We look at outcomes and we don't think about factors. So the trouble with being in the big chair is you have to make impossible decisions sometimes. So even if you make the right decision, someone is not going to like that decision. So let's say you can get 8 out of 10 people to agree with you. Those 2 are going to start plotting behind your back because they didn't get what they want. They will even try and get some of the 8 to side with them to overthrow you. And so when people keep going on about positions of power, there's something they're not factoring in, which is the pressure. There is pressure that comes with power, and it's immeasurable. You can't measure the pressure that comes with power. So that can be with a CEO, that can be a king, or it can even be a father. And that was something they were pointing to with Rhaenyra and Rhaenys, that women didn't have a seat at the table and that a woman will never have the Iron Throne. But the question is, are you prepared to take the pressure? Because when things go wrong, you can't blame someone else. The buck stops with you. And like I said before, even when you make the right decision, sometimes things still go wrong. Some people just won't accept it.
You are the king, but I do not envy you.
Now, it worked out for Rhaenyra. She took the dragon, she showed force, and Daemon relented. There were factors there why Daemon relented. She's his niece, and he has an affinity for her. Because for a moment there, you did look, if you look closer, you see him, he did think about just taking down everybody. But the reason he relented was because it was Rhaenyra. But that could have gone either way. And so then they would have had a war on their hands. So because they brought it up, I just thought I would address it. Because this talk about power and gaining power, well, there's responsibility that comes with it. And this is something people completely ignore because we just look at outcomes. There's a lot more to it. Anyway, I still enjoyed the episode. Things definitely escalated. I'm interested to see how they handle the escalation of the storyline. So things will just get more and more and more intense. So I'm going to keep watching, so stick around. And if you did get any value from this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All of you, sheathe the fucking steel.